Today I'm going to teach you to master the pull-up using a trick I learned in prison so you can pick up chicks, just hopefully not in prison. Check it out. My name is James Peratt and I am a current world record hybrid athlete and ex-inmate, and today I am going to give you guys a little background about myself and then share with you an awesome secret that will help you get way better at pull-ups. So let's get into it. First, I don't recommend going to prison, but if you do, it does present a pretty good opportunity to get good at body weight exercises, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, etc. I won fittest inmate 3 times during my stretch behind bars, and during that time I learned some pretty cool things about training without weight, without gear, without a gym, and I'm going to share those with you today. So for starters, you see a lot of inmates are frankly just massive dudes. You wonder, like, how on earth did that guy get so big behind bars? And I mean, there is some truth to that. When I went in, I was 164 pounds, 19 years old. And when I came out, I was 193 pounds. I was more defined. I was well conditioned from all the burpees, the shadow boxing, the split squat jumps, the mountain climbers. And I was, quite frankly, probably one of the fittest points in terms of general fitness that I've ever been in my life. And that says quite a bit, considering now I have since then I've run a 500-mile ultra marathon through the mountains. I have deadlifted 550 pounds. I've done a pretty wide variety of physical things since then, and I'm still not sure I've ever returned to that level of fitness. And this is again all despite the fact that nutrition was not great behind bars. Getting into pull-ups specifically, generally behind bars we would just throw a massive amount of reps at any given exercise, push-ups, burpees, air squats, just punishment by attrition through numbers. Pull-ups were actually the one exception to this though. Generally what we would do is, if you wanted to get better at doing pull-ups, like today you'll see most people, when they try to increase the number of pull-ups, they try to just do more pull-ups. They're just like, oh, I'm just gonna I wanted to be able to do 20 pull-ups, and I'm just gonna do these over and over again until I can do 20 pull-ups, which kind of works. But now would probably be a good time to point out that most people, even most men who work out, cannot do 10 pull-ups. And what I mean by that is technical pull-up through the full entire range of motion, chin up above the bar, all the way down to a dead hang, fully disengage, 1 rep. Most men cannot do that 10 times. Even if you work out, even if you're pretty fit, most men can't. Simple fact. So really just trying to kind of spam more pull-ups when you can barely do a technical pull-up to begin with is not generally the best approach. What we did in prison that worked for me, worked for pretty much anyone I've ever seen try it, is instead of trying to do more reps, the secret would lie in trying to do more sets of 5, or if you're not as advanced, even 2 or 3. But basically you want to take a small number of pull-ups, a number of pull-ups that you can for sure do every single rep with perfect technique, nice and slow, going up and then slowly lowering yourself all the way down to a dead hang again and again. So you want to do this, whatever your number is, 2, 3, 5. We generally did sets of 5, even those of us that could do, 20 actual pull-ups after, doing them for years constantly. We would still only do 5 pull-ups, sets of 5, and you would just do more sets of them. If you're really advanced, you're talking 20 plus sets of 5. That's more than 100 straight pull-ups. It's like doing 5 sets of 20. That is a lot of volume, but you're getting actual quality reps with each time that you're doing a pull-up. So that is pretty much priceless, because those of you who know me, or even those of you who've just trained somewhat extensively on your own, understand the difference between quality versus quantity. Like, you can do, a lot of guys can bench 400 pounds if they go down halfway or a quarter way, but what are they actually getting from that for one? And that rep's not going to count in any competition sense, and they're not actually building maximal strength through the full range of motion. So quality almost always beats quantity, assuming that there is you're comparing a healthy balance of both. So in this case, what I want you to do if you want to get better at pull-ups is this. Don't try to do more reps, just try to do more sets. High quality sets, okay? 2, 3 times a week. If you're really serious, do this over and over again, and you will see your pull-ups go through the roof, okay? Now, additionally, Once you get comfortable with that, you can do something that I do and start doing more difficult variations of pull-ups. Two of my favorites are L-sit pull-ups, where you hold an L-sit position with your feet all the way out in front of you through the full range of the pull-up, and you hold it there in between reps. The other one would just be a simple stair stepper pull-up, where it's like as you're doing the pull-up, you're walking through air going up and then reversing going down. This mostly just looks cool, admittedly, but it also will kind of teach you some core control and make this pull-up a really true full body exercise. So once you can do, say, 20 sets of 5, start throwing in some more difficult variations of these things. And if you're truly interested in prison training, you'll definitely want to check out my DubX prison training program. This is my actual exact routine from when I was locked up behind bars and what I used to win Fittest Inmate 3 times. So I will link that below for anyone who's interested. But the rest of you, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe for more.